Salute, salute, salute. So, man, a whole lot of shit done happened since I last made me a pound for pound list. You know, I'm not real big on making pound for pound lists, especially when you start to stretch like top 10. So, real quick, man, my top five. My top five pound for pound list. I just want to make a video so I can hear what some of you guys think on y'all top five. And if y'all want to stretch, you know what I'm saying, top 10 pound for pound before we go into this new year. Because a lot of shit didn't happen in 2022. My top five. Starting at five. Saul Canelo Alvarez. I know a lot of people don't like that shit. He was number one. He was a pound for pound, and he was a face of boxing, in my humble opinion. But he stepped up to Bivol, and he got knocked down. Now, Bivol just fought against this other dude, Zurdo Ramirez, and showed and proved that he's the goods. You know what I'm saying? Overall boxing skills and high ring IQ. So that kind of makes Canelo look a little bit better. Plus, he fought against Triple G for the third time, and came out victorious, saved a little bit of his, you know what I'm saying, pound for pound status. So I put him at the bottom of my five. Canelo, number five. Number four, the Dream, Devin Haney, stepped up big time, took a crazy, you know what I'm saying, deal, negotiated to fight Kambosos 2 times in hostile territory, and possibly fighting Lomachenko for the third fight in his contract. But he fought Kambosos, became the youngest undisputed 135-pound champion with all the belts. No more email champion, no more, you know what I'm saying, franchise, you know what I'm saying, situation that's causing confusion. He came, he cleared up the division, reigning supreme, the Dream, Devin Haney at 135. Number three, another undisputed champion. Slept on, in my opinion, for some reason, Jermell Charlo. Now, I don't know if he's a Hitman or the Iron Man. I get them too confused sometimes, but he's the little twin. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting at the 154-pound division. Became undisputed in the rematch against Brian Castaño. You know what I'm saying? He had a tough road to hoe. So, you know, that motherfucker put boots to the ground. He laced up his boots and he, you know what I'm saying, hiked up the mountain, beating Tony Harrison in a controversial loss, came back, rematch, and beat him, knocked him out, knocked out Jorge Cota before that rematch. After that rematch, knocked out Jason Rosario, the Banana, fought Brian Castaño, had a tough fight, came out with a draw, fought him again. I think he came out with a draw. Correct me if I'm wrong. Came out with a draw against Brian Castaño, rematched him, and knocked him out. Devastating. Became undisputed. And I feel like he's still not getting a lot of his credit. He would be my number three. Number two, Dos, would be Alexander Usyk. A lot of people don't put heavyweight champions on their pound for pound list because, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of reserved for the smaller weight class divisions. But in my opinion, when you come from a smaller weight class like Alexander Usyk, and he was undisputed at that smaller weight class, and you come up and you have a run where you beat the Chaz Witherspoon, then you beat the Derek Chisora, who's Tyson Fury about to fight him again for the third time. So we know Derek Chisora is always a legitimate opponent in the heavyweight division. And then you beat Anthony Joshua, AJ, 2 times. And you have your countrymen in war, literal. You take time off to go and contribute to that situation. Then you come back, get yourself in fighting shape, and beat AJ again. And AJ put every single thing he had into it to have a rematch and be successful, and cause that man to have a mental breakdown in the ring after hearing the decision that he lost. Alexander Usyk is my number 2 pound-for-pound champion, hands down, period, point blank. So, without further ado, who's my number 1 pound-for-pound boxing champion of 2022? The GOAT, Claressa Shields. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. She's the most accomplished, the most established. She's showing all these dudes, all these men who can't get their fight across the finish line. You know what I'm saying? She's showing them all how to get this shit done. She did everything she had to do in multiple weight divisions, became undisputed, collected all the belts, had her rival and her nemesis, somebody that beat her in the amateurs, the only person to beat her in the amateurs, to fight her in the professional, had a huge build-up. Fight got postponed because of a queen passing away. Had to put shit on pause for a whole month. Then come back with no excuses, no bogus complaints about negotiations. Came back, hit the scale, made everything crystal clear, and won in the decision that you can't dispute, and beat Savannah Marshall to once again become undisputed. As a female, she set the bar so high that some of the men in our boxing sport can't even accomplish it. She's number 1, uno. She's number 1 in my opinion, pound for pound boxer, Claressa T-Rex, the GOAT Shields. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Salute, salute, salute. Wow.